Hello everybody, and thanks for stopping by today. See if we are live. Are we live? Or is it still doing this weird thing in the beginning of the stream where it takes a while for it to connect? Let's see. One viewer. Not sure if that is correct. Yes, we are live, it seems. Awesome. Near Kanda station right now. So I'll start the stream from here, and I will walk from here to Nihombashi and then further down to Ginza, where I will end this stream. So I just noticed this little alley. I haven't really been much around Kanda myself, actually, and I just noticed this little alley, and I thought it was a pretty cool place. So I thought, why not start this today's stream here? So let me see if I can also get the rest of my streaming equipment ready. So I have some good news. I built a little hacky wind filter thing. Basically I got an extra case for my phone and just a few of these tiny little wind muffs that are supposed to go on compact cameras, and just attach those over the mics. So I hope that it is better today. And I also hope that my voice doesn't sound too muffled or anything. Let me know if there's... Let me know if it sounds alright, and also let me know if... Wow, look at this little fella. Interesting. And also let me know if you hear any wind noise, or if my voice sounds weird. Let me know. Voice is pretty regular. Okay, hopefully you will notice a reduction in wind noise. So I think I will follow Chuodori most of this walk. Chuodori is one of the main streets in Tokyo, so it runs, I think it starts up in Ueno or even further north, and then it basically runs through all those main neighborhoods. So through Akihabara, it passes here, Kanda and Nihombashi, and then it's the main street in Ginza. The popping will be, that's the next project that I will deal with. Hope it's not too bad today. I actually went to Akihabara earlier today. That's why I started the stream over here, and I kind of upgraded my little the little bag that I usually bring for my streams. So now I have a little bit of more space, so I can bring a little bit more equipment when I go out streaming. So that will be a nice little quality of life improvement for me, and hopefully also lead to bringing more stuff that will improve the qualities of the streams. this no backpack. I mean, I have backpacks as well, but usually I prefer to just keep things as simple and small as possible. So it's just this little guy. So it's marginally bigger than the previous one. And then of course I have like a dozen different camera bags, but yeah, I think each bag for each purpose. And if I'm going on several hours of walking, then I just want to keep only the things I need as easily and conveniently as possible. Yeah, this time of the day is definitely my favorite day for streaming. Get a bit of sunset, and then we will also get a bit of the evening lights as well. So I think I will do somewhere around 90 minutes to 2 hours today. Wow, already 200 people. Neat. Yeah, Kanda is pretty much a business district. It's pretty boring. I mean, there's some nice restaurants and shops. Like some streets are quite nice at night. But yeah, it's not really a part of town that I ever go to or hang out in. So it's a bit windy now. Do you hear any wind noise, or does this thing manage to cut it out? I'll see if I find a good mirror somewhere so I can show you what this looks like. It looks like my phone has two cute little earmuffs. Hey Laura, Airbnb, Jenny, S. All the usual suspects are here. It's great to see. So far no wind noise. Oh, great! That means this works, because you would have definitely complained about wind noise if it was with the old setup. A photographer I know wears a tactical vest. I know some photographers do that, and I just think it looks ridiculous and stupid, and no, sorry, I will not consider that. Oh, Lucas, you're here too. Great. Good to see you. Is there a red LED timer on the traffic lights? Yes, it is. That thing under the red man is kind of like a countdown thingy. Konbanwa. It's another nice little alley. I'm sure looks great once it gets a little bit darker. What I like about this part of Tokyo is that there's actually a few kind of nice Western looking kind of historical buildings around here. I'm not sure about this one what it actually is, but it doesn't look like your average Japanese business or office building, which is quite nice. Like there's some pockets in Tokyo where you have quite different architecture. Yeah, around here it's very quiet because there's just not many people. I mean, it's a Sunday, so since most of these buildings are office buildings, there's just not much to do on a weekend here. But I think once we get closer to Ginza, it will get more crowded. But still, even Ginza is pretty quiet since all the tourists are gone. But yeah, it's really quiet. Almost like in a slightly creepy way. So yeah, it is definitely windy enough for a bunch of you to complain. But you don't hear any wind noise? In that case, I will be very happy to hear, or to that my hacky solution to this actually worked. So now we are already at Higashi Nihombashi. So you see those neighborhoods are really close to each other. See the station over there? That's Higashi Nihombashi. Or no, Shin Nihombashi station. Let's do a little map check here. So yes, we are here. So Shin Nihombashi station, Mitsukoshi-mae station, and I will just continue walking all the way. So here's Nihombashi, the kind of famous kind of midpoint of Tokyo and Japan, where all the distances are measured from. Then I will keep on walking this street and I will eventually reach Kanda. Okay, some stupid person spamming about unscientific ways to prevent disease. That's an immediate block. This is Koredo, which is one of those kind of fancier shopping malls / I think there's like a museum in here too. I went to a really interesting goldfish exhibition a few years ago in here, which was quite interesting, and I think they're doing that one this year as well. I saw it on TV just a few days ago. Branches on the trees, not much, but it's definitely, I can feel the wind on my skin, and that's usually enough for those windy complaints to start coming in on my regular streets. John Dobb is near me. Really? Is he also streaming now? That would be fun if we bumped into each other. He's in Ginza too. Nice. Let's check out this little place. It's in a food alleyway. Oh, okay. There's tons of them in Ginza. Is it humid right now? Ah, it's actually really comfortable. I mean, it's a bit humid, but the temperature is way cooler than it was yesterday. So I think it's now like, nice little square here. I think it's like 27 degrees maybe, which is actually really nice. And we had like, so this, I don't know if you heard about it, but there's a big typhoon over the western parts of the country, and they're expecting it to be really bad this time, and that kind of messes up the weather around here too. So we had like really intense thunderstorm earlier today, and then there was also like several downpours. So you can see that the streets are still wet, but now this evening is super nice. And mostly just blue sky, so I think we should be safe for tonight. This Sembikia, which is a famous kind of sweets shop, sweets and fruits. Maybe mainly fruits, but they also have some sweets. Super expensive, like the kind of place you go to buy like fancy gifts for like important business meetings and stuff like that. I think on one of the streets around here there's also a nice little shrine in the middle of everything. It might be in here. Let's see if we can find it. What's your favorite season in Tokyo? I would say autumn. Spring is nice too, but spring is usually way too crowded. Personally I prefer autumn over spring actually. So yeah, let's cross here and go back a little bit and I will show you this pretty interesting shrine in the middle of all these fancy shopping malls. So you see this corridor, it spans over several buildings. Here's like number 1, number 3, and then I pass another one. And then here on this side we have Mitsukoshi, which is another one of the super famous fancy department stores. So Tokyo has a lot of those. Look at the sky, look at the view. It's really nice today. Asks if it's hard to find a job in Japan if you can't speak Japanese, and yeah, if it's not like teaching English, it's probably gonna be quite hard. So if you plan on moving here, learning the language is definitely something I would recommend. So here we have this really cool little urban shrine. So bizarre to be like surrounded by all these high rises, but then it's like a proper traditional Japanese shrine in the middle of everything. Yes, these are foxes. Foxes are pretty common at Japanese shrines, but I have to somewhat shamefully admit that I don't really know the story behind, so I can't be very informative in that regard. And these are like, you know, they have this fortune telling usually at shrines, and this is like where you tie your, basically you get this little piece of paper with your fortune written on it, and if you don't like it or if it was a bad one, you can leave it here and it won't come with you basically. So you see those in many shrines here. And next to the next to the shrine there's an elevator. Apparently it leads to a bicycle and motorbike parking lot. They're very good at utilizing the space here, that's for sure. Shrine is closed now. I mean, shrine kind of, there's no one working here right now. Photo shoot going on. Pretty sure they're tourists. Yeah, each shrine has kind of different ways of doing these things. Sometimes you tie those things on trees or bushes. There's lots of nice little sweet shops here as well. This looks like a place specializing in very fancy kakigori or shaved ice. 落ち着いた雰囲気だ。そうですね、今日はまあパンデミックのせいでどこでも静かだね。So yeah, on a normal weekend this place would be way more crowded than what it is right now. Let's head back to Chuodori. Kind of bright, but you can see that the lights are coming on now, so I think in like half an hour or so most of the daylight will be gone. It's already 6, so you sometimes find the small restaurants in the back alleys better than the big ones. I wouldn't say sometimes, always. I always prefer small back alley restaurants. That's usually where you have the really nice atmosphere and where the local goes. Usually the rents on the big streets is just too expensive, so then it has to be like this quite boring, very, I don't know, very business oriented chain restaurants and whatnot. But if you go into the back alleys, then you can usually find places that are a bit more affordable, but also, yeah, just tend to have a more interesting clientele. So now we are at Mitsukoshi Mae station. Yep. So actually, as you might tell, the distances between the stations is actually really short. So I always like walk. If it's just 1 or 2 stops, then it's usually not worth just getting inside the subway and ride for just a short distance like that. I usually just walk instead. First time catching you live. Greetings from Belgium. Hello, welcome. I hope you will enjoy my channel. So this is Nihombashi over here. which for being such a central and kind of important point looks really understated actually. But yeah, this is considered like the midpoint, or like the center point of Tokyo. So all the distances to and from the capital are measured from this spot here, just under the bridge. Yeah, unfortunately with a highway on top. So actually there's a lot of highways built on top of rivers in Tokyo, and that's because of last time Tokyo hosted the Olympics, like back in the 60s. Like they did a lot of investment in infrastructure around that time, and it was just so complicated and difficult and expensive for them to secure the land to build all these highways on like private plots of land. But the rivers were obviously owned by the local government, and so they could build on top of the rivers without having to obtain any tricky permits. So that's the reason why you will see that there's actually a lot of highways like this in Tokyo. So that's Ginza down there. Getting really, I think this will be a very nice evening. Look at this little boat here. I kind of want to join this. I don't know what kind of cruise they're going on, but I'm sure it must be amazing. I don't know if I've ever did like a Tokyo Bay cruise at night. Like I've done it a couple of times in the daytime, which is of course also nice and fun, but I would love to do it at night actually. Is he still in Ginza? Is he still streaming? So people actually watch my channel and his at the same time. Cool, some of you are watching both. After Jan ends the stream, except a surge of viewers coming in. Hope so. Still low, 400. It's not bad, but would be awesome if we could break the record of 630, I think it was. I'll just wait until next time. I don't want to run. Darby's near big camera. Oh, nice. 確かにちょっとニューヨークっぽいかも。そうかな? Does this look like New York? Maybe a little bit, yeah. The wide streets and all the stores, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been much to New York. I've only been there once, and I was like 15 years ago. Someone asked if I have a Japanese wife. Yes, I do have a Japanese wife. This is far from where I live. Yeah, kinda. From here, if I get on the train, it's about maybe 40 minutes or something like that. 45-ish. Sky is turning pink. Doing this little 360 pan while waiting for the light to turn green. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Very nice of you. It's so funny, like, so I have two phones, right? I have the phone that I'm streaming from, and then I have this secondary phone that I'm using just to monitor the chat and to also monitor the stream. So on this I see the sticker, but on the streaming phone, since I'm using a different software, it just kind of says, it doesn't show any emoji at all. So instead it just says $3 from Anthony Chan. Pair character stretching his arm forward, raising his thumbs up. So it looks like unless you know that means that it's a emoji, it's like that. That's a very weird message to get in the middle of a stream like this. Oh, thank you, Jenny. John is near Hibiya station. Okay. I'm not planning to go all the way there, but who knows? But then again, if he's there, then maybe I should take a different route. No point in me walking on the same streets. John Dobb will end his stream soon. He's walking towards Tokyo Plaza. Okay, cool. Let's see if there's a surge in visitors when he ends it then. Oh, and thank you, Jenny. You're always so generous. Thank you so much. Someone asked if I've ever been to Australia, and I have not. Would love to go though. Anthony, I love your channel. Once I see you live, definitely have to give you some encouragement. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. This place is pretty cool. I like the street with this glass ceiling, so even if it rains, like they have a few bars down there, or like restaurants with outdoor seatings, so it's a pretty nice place. Even if it rains, you can sit there. Have you ever visited England? Yes, I did once. Long time ago. Also probably 15, 17 years ago or something like that. We went to London on a really shitty, rainy February weekend. It was awful. London seemed like a cool place though, but it was just like the weather was awful and made it not very enjoyable at all. So if I go down here, this street, which is actually a pretty nice street as well, then I will get to Tokyo Station. But I think I'll skip that today, because that area is not very interesting anyway. So I will probably stick to Chuodori for now. Yeah, I always like when they put trees along the streets like this. Like, we don't have that much here in Tokyo. We see it a lot in Europe, and it just makes it look so much nicer and also cools it down a little bit during the summer. I wish they could do it more here, but I guess all the streets are so narrow, so it's not that easy, I guess. Is it warm at the moment? It's comfortable. Let's check. It is 26 degrees, which is a pretty perfect temperature if you ask me. Might start rain later though. Uh-oh. Humidity, oh, it is 87%. It doesn't feel that humid, but yeah, maybe I'm just not good at judging humidity. Wonderful toilets in Takashimaya. I see. I will visit those sometimes whenever I feel that the pressure is building up. This office building looks kind of evil, like it's so secretive. You can hardly see any windows or anything, just like a very anonymous facade. I think this is Shimbashi. Yeah, Shimbashi station is here. Actually, if you walk this way, you will get down to one of the rivers flowing through Tokyo, which I guess would be really nice right now. Let's see what time it is at the Ginza, because I've only been walking for what, 40 minutes so far. So if I have time, I might actually go down to check out the riverside. But that's Tokyo Station in the distance that you can see there. How did the weekend photo shoot work out? Actually, it rained last night, so we rescheduled it. Or it didn't rain last night, but the forecast said it would rain last night, so we rescheduled it a few hours ahead. And we will probably do it next week instead. But I just delivered the photos from a family photo shoot I did earlier last week. And just before I started this stream, they got back to me and told me that they loved the photos. So that was great to hear. It was a nice little shoot. A young family with a 6-month-old baby. The light is lovely. I know, right? This is definitely the best time of the day. Why aren't there many cars on the streets? Yeah, it's Sunday, and probably because it's Sunday. Yeah, if it was a weekday, I'm sure it would be way more crowded. Because even here, it's not. Even around here, it's mostly like business district, so everything is closed. There's just like, yeah, cafes and a few shops, but I think once we get down to Ginza, so Ginza is closed for traffic on the weekends, or I'm not sure if it's only on the Sundays or if it's the entire weekend, but only until 5 or 6, I think. So by the time I get there, there will probably be cars on the streets again. how to deliver photos. I use an online service for that. So they get the digital files, and then it's up to them if they want to print. Oh, we did indeed pass 500 viewers. Nice. Let's see if we can get it even higher. Yari, welcome. Someone asked what gimbal I'm using. I'm using a DJI Osmo Mobile 4. This is also a really nice building. .33 viewers now. Yeah, it is steadily increasing. Do you see price drops for food at restaurants during the pandemic? Not really. I mean, what happened is that a lot of places that didn't used to do takeout started doing takeout, and that could be quite affordable. Sometimes you could get like takeout from pretty expensive places with some pretty good discounts. But I think if you're eating in, I don't think they have lowered the prices actually. If you're gonna buy electronics, I would suggest other shops than Yodobashi. Those big chains are never the cheapest ones, so you can get those things even cheaper and with tax-free if you look elsewhere. It's pretty cool. I have to admit that I don't really know this place. Not sure if I've been here before. Shimbashi Edo Grand. It's really nice. Very quiet. If you want to buy a gimbal or like any camera equipment, I would recommend Map Camera in Shinjuku. They are very, very good. I'm not sure though if they have gimbals, to be honest. Maybe not. Gimbals are not super common to find in the regular electronic stores here, but Yodobashi do have them. So maybe, yeah. But for all my other camera gear, I always get it at Map Camera, which is a store in Shinjuku. I am on my way to Ginza. I haven't been there yet today. I love this. These streets are just so perfectly straight, and the perspective is really interesting. I always love shooting around here at night and in Ginza. Ritoいないね。そうですね。この辺はまあいつも週末静かと思いますけど。もう少し銀座の方に行くともっと人がいると思います。What about Pro Gear? Pro grade audio gear for videos. Then I think Fujiya Avik in Nakano is probably the best place, but I don't know that much about audio equipment, so I'm not sure if it's like the best shop. ここはまだ日本橋ですよね。そうと思います。日本橋か京橋かな。これは中央通りです。神田から銀座まで中央通り、そういうの散歩、今日のテーマです。I heard Ginza is for rich people. All the luxury brands are there. Yep, that's pretty correct. Boku wa kono hen ni sunde inai desu. Boku wa Futako Tamagawa no hou ni sunde masu. だからここからちょっと遠いです。Are you wearing a face mask? Yes, I am wearing a face mask. Yeah, let's cross here just to get a nice street perspective down here. This car, I don't know, but it's usually like right-wing propaganda. They speak in a really kind of weird way, articulating every word. But actually it makes it really difficult for me to understand what they're saying.神保町からも歩いたら楽しそう。そうですね。神保町も面白いですね。今日はあの辺に行けないと思いますけど、今度はぜひあの辺もストリームしたいと思います。550 watching, yes, 560 even. こんばんは。どこの国の方ですか？僕はスウェーデン人です。スウェーデンわかりますか？Sol och blå himmel i Stockholm. Trevligt. Sol och blå himmel har varit mestadels här också. Ja, thank you James Stackhouse. Have a warm natto on a hot day. A warm natto, that sounds really nasty. Do you mind if I buy something else than warm natto for your $5? Yeah, it's busy here. 600 euros. Almost. Getting there. Getting there. Nihongo mo eigo mo jouzu. Arigatou gozaimasu. 570 watching, but I'm a little bit disappointed with the number of likes. Please help me for the algorithm. If you think my channel is worth helping out, just liking my videos is actually making a difference. So. ねえ、空綺麗ですね。この時間一番好きです。だからいつもこの時間ストリームしております。You gave me 2 thumbs from your 2 accounts. Awesome, thank you. こんばんは。Good morning from London. Good morning. Germany. Nice, always nice with this international crowd. And I guess the good things about these evening streams is that most of Europe can watch them. Although they're not very good for my American followers, but hey, you can't please everyone all the time, right? I try to alternate. Tomorrow I might do a daytime stream. We'll see. What languages do you know besides Nihongo and Swedish? English and a bit of German. All these like fancy brands, they really try to outdo each other by having the most eye-catching facade or exterior design, which is one reason why this area is just so interesting. Natto is not that disgusting. I mean, it just takes a little bit time to get used to, but I think Japanese love to make it seem like this super disgusting thing when they, present it to foreigners. But in general, I mean, I think we have far weirder and more disgusting foods in the West, to be honest, than natto. Natto is like, it's not really that strong in terms of flavor. It smells a bit like, unwashed socks is the impression I got first time I felt that smell. But that maybe tells you more about my poor foot hygiene than anything else, come to think of it. But I mean, it's not like that strong or like intense smell. It just smells kind of like, ooh, are you really supposed to eat that? But it's kind of like not too different from some smelly cheese. I mean, I'm not a fan. I wouldn't buy it and eat it on my own, but if I get served natto as a part of a meal somewhere, I have no problems eating it. Yeah, it's fermented soybeans, and it gets this really kind of sticky texture that I guess put some people off. But again, yeah, I don't think it's that bad. And in general, I usually tend to like slimy food, so. Okay, I will stop for a minute here and just check the chat, because I haven't really been able to keep up to date with what you've been saying. Yeah, Vegemite. I would say Vegemite and natto are kind of on a similar level. Yeah, in Sweden we have this like fermented fish called surströmming, which is like, that's really bad. Like if you're living like in an apartment and your neighbor eats it, you kind of want to throw up. That's how bad that smells. So that's way worse if you ask me. Natto with kimchi. Yeah, natto with kimchi is quite nice. I like that. That's my favorite way of having natto. Even though, yeah, favorite is maybe not the right word, but that's like how I actually learned to eat it, because then the kimchi kind of takes over, and the natto just becomes this little nice little, how do you say, like hint on top of it, which isn't too bad. Oh, 600 people watching. Awesome. Happy to see that. Will we break the record today? If I stream for another hour, I think it's quite likely that we might. Oh, a very socially distanced queue for the Apple Store. Did they release something new recently? Or why are people lining up? Oh, they even check the temperature of everyone. So now I'm approaching the big Ginza crossing, which is also a pretty famous landmark. But I mean, I passed here in several of my other videos, so I guess most of you know this place by now.そうですね、そろそろ銀座4丁目、ここ銀座4丁目ですよね。そうですね、4丁目ここ。This is Ginza 4丁目. This 丁目 is like how they divide each block in the Japanese kind of street and address system. It's kind of unintuitive, but yeah, we touched on that in another stream as well, that the Japanese addressing system is pretty weird. 610人、すごいね。あ、あやこありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。助かります。Another one of these right wing cars. I just cross the street to stay away from it. They're just so loud. they usually drive around the crowded areas on weekends, because I guess they know that that's how they will get their message out to as many people as possible. I really don't know what they're saying. I kind of filter it out, and it's I would really have to focus on it in order to make out what they say, because they speak in such a weird way. No, it's right-wing political propaganda. Always like this view in this crossing. The sky is beautiful too. So here's the Nissan showroom. I'm not really into cars, so can't say anything about it, but I guess if you're a car person, this place is probably quite interesting. Oh, Shuba Tirumare. Good to see you at the stream again. Thank you. Fungus USMC. Treat yourself to some natto and kimchi. Thank you. I will. I will try to hunt down a portion just for you. Yeah, now I'm pretty much in the heart of Ginza, and question is where to go from here. I'm planning to stream for quite a bit longer, so I'll let you people decide. I think the options would be to either continue down Chuodori, and then I will get to this Shiodome area, which is pretty cool, or I could head down this street, which will take me towards Tsukiji and more like residential areas, and also the waterfront part of Tokyo. Or I can just like keep walking around and explore the narrow side streets around here in Ginza. Or I could head towards Yurakucho and then keep on walking towards Imperial Palace or Marunouchi area, but I'm not sure how interesting that would be at night, to be honest. So if you have any opinions or suggestions, let me know. In the meantime, I will just keep on walking along Chuodori. Shiodome, Tsukiji. More shopping area, please. Kabukiza って遠かったでした。いや、歌舞伎座はあんまり遠くない。なんかその三越の看板のもうちょっとあの方。Shows nightlife with a lot of people. Well, it's a Sunday night, so I'm not sure if there's gonna be much people out drinking tonight, if that's what you mean by nightlife. But I think in terms of more people, probably staying around Ginza is gonna be the most. Sweden まで歩こうちょっと遠いですねResidential area, please. Marunouchi is dead at night. I know. Head towards Shinjuku. Shinjuku is far from here. I'm not gonna walk all that way. I don't think I can make it to Shinjuku in an hour. No, it's way further than that. I really like the architecture of this Ginza 6 building. It's very much over the top, but in a way that kind of makes sense for Ginza, I guess. 6:33. Wow. Tsukiji. Let's see. Yeah, I will keep walking this way a little bit, and then I will turn left once I get to Shiodome, and then I can probably go down to the waterfront area as well. Shout out to my husband who is watching you for the first time. Hi Jojo, hope you enjoy my stream. Face reveal at 700 live viewers. Nah, face reveal is exclusive to my Patreon friends for now. So if you want a face reveal, you can consider joining me there. The link is in the video description. But I can do some sort of body part reveal at 700. Time for drinks. Yeah, a drink. A beer would be nice. A beer would indeed be nice. Oh, there's not many convenience stores around here. There's one like behind Ginza 6 here, but I don't want to turn back. So let's keep on walking and see what we find. Elbow reveal at 700. Nose reveal. You like the mystery man idea? Ah, okay, that's good. Good to hear. Zara Folar. Negishi or Nishinikori sometime. Okay, I'll consider it. Forehead, finger, leg reveal. I think I did a hair reveal as well at some point. Here's another pretty over the top building. Yes, Laura is one of my Patreon supporters, as well as several other of my current viewers. Bunch of awesome people in there. 2 times hair reveal. No, I will do some other reveal. We'll see. Still got a bit to hit 40k subs. I think it's like 100 subs left, which I expect to break by tomorrow. So that's a nice little milestone, I guess. But I think 50,000 is gonna feel much bigger. 40,000 is kind of like meh. I mean, it's a big number, but doesn't really mean that much. Nipporiera walk around. Do you want to see that? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Yari, maybe I will join you on Patreon. Yes, please do. That's always appreciated. Right here I wish I could switch to my wide-angle camera, but for some reason this streaming app doesn't let me do that. 100k subs at the end of the year was a goal. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, it is what it is. I guess I don't know, I'll just keep doing my thing, and if people like it and more people subscribe, then that's awesome. But for now I'm pretty happy with these live streams, daily live streams, and I might, I will do it from other parts of Japan as well soon, so that's gonna be exciting, and hopefully you people will like that. Yeah, as soon as we get a little bit further away from Ginza, Ginza station, it gets really quiet actually. And all these side streets are super nice. I should at least let me push up. Never mind. I'll save the side streets and back streets for another stream, and instead focus on covering like another area as well today. Nintendo Switch. どうして Nintendo Switch? I know your camera is somewhat compensating, but is this area bright? Yeah, it is pretty bright. I mean, there's a lot of artificial light here, so it's not really very dark. I think the image is pretty accurate to what my eyes are seeing at these light levels. Once it gets even darker than this, then usually the camera gets even brighter. Yeah, as long as Japan is close, I will get more subs. That's probably true. I'm in Ginza. I'm at the edge of Ginza, heading towards Shiodome right now. Bar and beer time. Yes, let's beer. How are you going stream at beach one of these days? I don't really understand the question. I don't think I will go to any beach anytime soon. Oh, there's a convenience store down here. Let's get a beer. Yeah, I will be traveling soon, so I will reveal more about the destinations soon, as soon as I can, I guess. But there will definitely be more variation on this channel soon. Oh, thank you, Stanley. Very generous. Norwegian. Älskar Norge. Leve Norge. Near Dentsu. Yes, I am near Dentsu. Let's see, I think this fat building there, right there, that's the Dentsu headquarters. Dentsu is like the biggest advertising agency, PR company in Japan. And they have very close ties to the government, and seems to be a pretty I don't know, I don't have a very positive image of them. Shuba Tirumare mo, thank you very much, and a snack maybe. Okay, yes, actually I think I also owe a snack for Jenny Skunk, who donated a few days ago for a snack, and then I ended up not getting one. So let's get both a beer and a snack now. It's just such a shame that the convenience stores just have these same boring beer selection. I wish they had a little bit more interesting stuff. But I guess I will just stick to my autumn beer. Or wait, I don't think I tried this one before. Asahi the Gold. Let's try this one. Some sort of snack. Kind of snack. Should I just pick something weird, like, or not weird, but some typical Japanese snack? Will that make you happy? Some potato chip with a weird flavor, maybe. Or this roasted shrimp thingy. Let me try this roasted shrimp. Is that good? I think I will go for this. Onigiri, no. Or maybe leek and mayonnaise flavored potato chips. I'll just go for this one. Suica でお願いします。はい、ポイントカードよろしいですか。はい、大丈夫です。はい、袋もよろしいですか。あ、大丈夫です。スイカッチ。はい。ありがとうございます。どうもありがとうございます。あ、すみません。袋、そうですね。有料ですね。いくらですか。すみません。3円でございます。3円。はい。はい、すみません。10円で。7円のお返しです。ありがとうございます。はい、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。どうも。はい。Okay, I have roasted shrimp and beer. Okay, so now again it's quite windy. Still no annoying wind noise. 675, wow, new record, awesome. Time is it in Japan? It is 6:49 p.m. No wind noise. Oh, awesome! It's really windy now. I don't know if you can see, but it's you know, it's okay. Not super. It's not like typhoon, but it is windy enough to be really noisy. This is a cute little. I think it's a public restroom. Omedetou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Go take a leak. I'll save that until I'm done with the stream, or I might get in trouble with YouTube. So now I would say that what you are seeing is actually brighter than real life. By a little bit. I mean, it's still pretty bright because of all the lights, but yeah, the sky definitely looks much bluer on the screen than what my eyes are seeing right now. This is a really convoluted bridge, so I have to go down here and then up again, and then I will eventually get over to the other side, I think. Hello from Sweden. Tjena! Tack, alltid roligt att höra med att svenskar tittar på mig. What camera is this? This is the Oneplus 8 Pro that I'm using. Oh, thank you, Laura! Nice, you people are so generous. 700 for elbow or kneecap reveal. Get lost. Okay, I wonder. Oh, this is a shady little I think it's a private parking down here, or like maybe for some company or something. So you need like a passcode in order to pass that little gate. And there's a Don Quixote here too. Could have gotten my snacks there.スウェーデン語初めて聞きました。あ、そうですか。どんな印象ですか? Många från Skandinavien här. Ja, kul. Kul att jag har tittare från min del av världen också. Ah, thank you, the Hawaiian Sea. Will we maybe break the super chat record this stream as well? Not just the viewer record? That would be awesome. Ippai kotoba. Kakkoi. Arigatou gozaimasu. What's the best konbini in your opinion? I always get that question, and my answer is really boring, but to me there's not really much of a difference. If there's like all three next to each other, I would probably use 7-Eleven, but that's just because I have their kind of what you call it, like the card system, so I can pay like electronically there and get bonus points and stuff like that. And I think Family Mart has the best coffee. 7-Eleven is good if you want just black coffee, but Family Mart has better cafe latte. So I'm just really exploring right now. I'm not sure where I am. Sunkus is gone now. Yeah, unfortunately they are. I loved that chain because that logo, what was it, like the K looked very well. Let's not use any words that might get me in trouble with YouTube, but it looked kind of, it was open to interpretation, if I say it like that. It was kind of hilarious. Don't get lost. Ah, it's okay. Oh, cool. That's the Yurikamome. Do you see the train? That's the Yurikamome line, which goes from Shimbashi to Odaiba. And it's this entirely automated train where if you sit in the first car, you get a pretty nice view. I actually plan to film that sometime, even though there's already millions of videos of that on YouTube, but I just would like to have my own version of it. Okay, so I guess this patio, or whatever you should call it, this actually belongs to Dentsu, because this is the Dentsu building right here. So I wonder, I can sit down here. I can sit down here and open my beer and my snacks. Ah, but scheisse, I didn't bring my my tripod today, so I'm actually a bit limited in terms of what I can do. But let's try. I mean, I can't walk around with a plastic bag looking like a bum, and I got this beer to drink, not to just carry around, so let's try. Yurikamome opened 1995. Wow, it's that old. I would not have guessed that, actually. So this is very Japanese. Like whenever you buy some snacks or something, you also get this little towel. They always put that in the bag whenever you buy something edible. So I guess you could either see it as Japanese courtesy or just another like way how the Japanese are not very environmentally friendly. あ、ありがとう。Thank you. もくちびありがとうございます。So let's see what this roasted shrimp things looks like. Ah, okay, so it's actually just some like fried potato kind of thingy. 他の国だと買えないかな。かな？わかんない。It's actually quite nice. But I think shrimp flavored snacks are not really that unique. I think we even have it in Sweden. It's good. Let's open this beer as well. Oh, snack time ASMR. Do you want me to whisper as well while eating these snacks? ASMR is so weird. That entire culture. Very fascinating. Compare. Let's see how this Asahi is. Someone asked how strong it is. It's just 5% alcohol. Boom. 5%. Nice. But not as good as that autumn beer. That's my favorite one. Maybe prop the camera on the glass. You can't really prop it anywhere with this gimbal because then the motor will go crazy. And if I switch it off, it just like turns in any direction and I might do an accidental face reveal, so I don't want to do that. It's okay. At least I have a table. スウェーデンのお菓子はどんなのですか？まあポテトチップ、ポップコーンとか、まあこういうなんかフライドポテトみたいなやつ、これも多分スウェーデン同じようなスナックもあると思いますけど、まあいろいろあります。Are you filming this with your mobile phone? Yes. How much is the beer? I think it was about 200 yen, which is $2. How's the baby doing? Ah, she was quite grumpy today, actually. We'll see what she's like when I come back home. It's actually her 1-month birthday today, so we will have some cake. Like when I left, she was finally sleeping. She slept for a couple of hours, and that's when I left, so we had to wait with the cake until I'm back home. These are quite frequent. There's like one train every 2 or 3 minutes. Where are you from? I'm from Sweden. What's her name? That's secret. This is a OnePlus 8 Pro. Did you sleep at all? Yeah, I sleep. So usually, since my wife is taking care of her at night, so they sleep in a different room for now because she's like waking up every 2 or 3 hours. So I'm able to sleep quite well, but soon we will probably start sleeping in the same room, all of us, and then it might be a bit more difficult. But just now in the beginning it's just too much work at night, so sometimes I take care of her at night, but usually it's my wife because obviously her body can do things that mine can't. Well, yeah. Did you work as a Swedish teacher? No, I've never worked as a Swedish teacher. The viewer count always drops when I sit down and have a beer. But that's okay. I should enjoy a little bit myself as well. Wow. So there's actually someone in this Dentsu building. Probably people working tonight as well. Even though it looks like most lights are off. But the elevator was moving. Yes, I'm using a gimbal, the DJI Osmo Mobile 4. Yes, OM4. Osmo Mobile 4. Only snack, still poor tourist. I'll have dinner back home. Yeah, I think we did break the record today, so that's awesome. Doom, thank you Doom. Life is what you make it. Enjoy your hot, safe, steamy Japan life. Thank you very much. Yes, my wife is Japanese. Hello from Malaysia. Hello. Okay, I will keep on going soon. I'll just try to chug this beer. I can't stop eating these shrimp snacks. I guess you hear me chew on them all the time. We go to Free Observatory. I don't know if there's any observatory around here, but no, I generally don't want to film inside buildings because that can be a bit problematic. What's your job? I'm a photographer and journalist. No, these shrimp snacks are different. Let's at least show you the other view as well. How much of your 100 gig plan have you used so far? Let's check. I'm just like, my fingers are like super sticky right now. I will finish this snack and then I will wipe my hands and we can check how much data I've used. I'm glad I found your channel. Arigato. Thank you. Happy to hear that. It's amazing that so many people enjoy watching me having a snack. Are the trees changing colors? No, it's probably just the white balance getting wonky. Ah, Shiodome Royal Park Hotel. Okay, let's get going. Start a snack review channel. Yeah. ビール飲みながら話してる時間好きです。ありがとうございます。つまらなくないの？それは良かった。でもそろそろ終わります。Park Hyatt is the best. It's nice, Park Hyatt. Like, I really like the bar, but actually I don't know, I never stayed there, but I've been shooting one of the rooms for some, don't even remember what job it was, but some like guide to Tokyo or something. Actually, the rooms were not that amazing. I mean, the views are great, but in terms of like the interior design and the furniture and everything, it felt kind of, it didn't feel like a luxury hotel. Are you going to take Eureka Moment? Nah. I don't think so. Maybe. Fungus. Thank you. I won't buy any more snacks this stream because then I will just get fat. But maybe for next stream. Thank you. What's the farthest you ever walked? I don't know. Does your wife get angry about you eating junk food? I don't really eat that much junk food. I mean, buying snacks like this is extremely rare for me. I never do it. I only do it because you asked me to. I don't like to see myself, you know, putting this into my mouth, but I'm just doing it for the love of my viewers. So no, I kind of tease her sometimes because she's the one actually who buys home a bag of chips every now and then, and I always tease her about it. But I mean, I walk a lot, so yeah, I think it's okay. What if someone donated money to buy snacks for your wife? Yeah, then I will buy her a snack for sure. And I will upload a photo to my story as a proof of me giving it to her. We must fatten TE. Do you speak Japanese or English with your wife? Both. And actually my wife speaks Swedish as well, so we mix a lot. So I think if people heard us talk, they would think we're very weird because we can mix. Even in the same sentence, we can use like words from all three languages. Okay, beer is finished. Snack is almost finished. So let's go. Let me just see if I can actually open this little wet tissue and wipe my disgusting hands. Does your wife watch your walking videos? No. Like a few times she told me, like when I came home from a stream, she told me that, oh, I watched a little bit of your stream. But just sometimes. I don't think they're very interesting to her. Oh, thank you, Airbnb. I keep calling you Airbnb. That's just normal to me now. I don't know how to pronounce it otherwise. Abnb 77. I want to learn Japasued English. Yeah, it's the best language. I'm just a bit concerned about, you know, our daughter. Like, I try to be careful with her and just speak Swedish to her, and then my wife speaks Japanese to her, because we might mess her up otherwise if she gets used to the way we speak and she thinks that's normal, and then she's like unable to talk to everyone else. That would be a bit problematic.海外と比べるとどうなんだろう。日本の街並みなんとなくちょっとわかりません。なんか読めない漢字が1個あるから、その文の意味は理解できません。すみません。 think that was a bit of lightning.よし、なかったの。そうね、ひどいね。やばいね。残念。よし、忘れちゃった。She's known as Airbnb. I've been calling her that. She's one of my most long-term followers. She's super loyal and super awesome. But since the beginning, I didn't really know how to read that name. And whenever I saw it, like quickly just glanced at it, I just saw Airbnb. So I've just kept calling her Miss Airbnb since then. Pretty nice view from here. So those high-rises that you see over there, that's actually not far from the Olympic Village. Do you see that blue bridge? So those high-rises are all on one of these artificial islands in the Tokyo Bay. I think I'm kind of tempted to walk there, but I think it's a little bit far, and also we are getting closer to that 2-hour mark. So I think I'll save it and do another stream from that island instead. And just hang around here a little bit longer before we wrap things up. Okay, it's your initials. One of your first names is Anna. Yeah, this area is really interesting in terms of architecture. It's also a great place for photography, actually. It's super bright here. Like these lights maybe don't look like it, but they're really, really intense and makes it feel like almost daylight. So one idea that I had about kind of topic for streams would be to do like, if I can figure out a way to attach the camera to my body and do like photo walks, like streaming when I am out and about taking photos. Do you think that would be interesting? Would you enjoy that? Should I look into that? Right now I wish I had my camera with me, but then again I don't have enough arms to, even if the camera was with me, like yeah, what can I do with it? Yeah, that would be cool. Photo walk sounds nice. As in a chest rig, yeah, something like that, yes. Ah, John! Vad roligt att du är här. Jag antar att du vet vem jag är, men min identitet är lite hemlig här på YouTube, så skriv inte mitt namn i chatten är du snäll. Men kul, gammal bekantskap. Sci-fi escalator. Sounds like you need a vest eventually. Yeah, maybe it will get unavoidable at some point. Kul John, roligt. Och tack för ölpengarna. Should I just I'm not really sure where I am heading right now. I'm guessing it's towards like Hinode Pier or somewhere, but that doesn't really make much sense to me. We'll see. Let's walk down here. If I remember correctly, there's like a nice little park down here, which might be interesting. Dentsu building is you just see the corner of it, like this very narrow building there. That's the Dentsu building, I think. We just passed it a bit earlier. You're going to Odaiba. Yeah, it would be really nice to walk over the Rainbow Bridge now, but I think it's closed at night. I don't think we're allowed to walk over it this time of the day. Not sure though. Maybe we can. Anyway, it's way too far for this stream, but I'm definitely doing that, and especially now since it seems like I solved this wind problem. So now I can definitely, that opens up like places that I had been thinking about before, but I knew it would be too windy to shoot there. But now, now I have plenty of new opportunities. What time is it there? It's 7:20 p.m. So it's not really late, but Tokyo just gets dark very early, at least compared to Sweden. This is actually just residential buildings. Must be such a weird place to live. I guess like if you work at Dentsu, then living here would be perfect. You can just walk to your office in like 5 minutes. You have to cook tonight? I don't. Not tonight. That's good. Yeah, I'm sure this must be super expensive now. It's probably quite old though, but still probably quite expensive. So quiet around here. Like there's no people on the streets. 高そう賃貸そうですね。まあこれ分譲だと思いますけど高そうね。Chat is so intense. I'm trying to keep up to date with everything you're saying, butそうですね、このマンションは高速道路と、まあ、新幹線の線路も向いてます。Okay, this mansion is called Tokyo Twin Parks. So, you can probably figure out how much an apartment is later. If there are any any for sale right now, which I'm sure there will be considering how many there are. Ginza line nearby, not really. I am walking towards I keep forgetting the name of the station that I'm walking towards. Hamamatsucho. That's it. So from there, yeah, I think I should actually be heading down towards Shimbashi. That would make more sense for me. But let's just take a look at this little park, and then we can wrap up the stream soon at the 2-hour mark. This was a really nice walk today, and also a new record for viewers, and you've been very generous today. I really appreciate that. It really inspires me to put more effort into the channel. And as always, like, if you have any ideas or suggestions, I'm always open to hearing those. And also, for those of you who are new to this channel, you should know that I also have a Patreon. Oh, look, that's Tokyo Tower. Let's see if we can get a little zoomed in view of Tokyo Tower. Always such a pain to zoom in. Oh, there we go. Shinkansen and Tokyo Tower. Za Tokyo desu ne. 600k rent for Tokyo Twin Parks. Okay, you already looked it up. Okay, so the rent for an apartment here, 600,000 yen. That's pretty steep. Damn. So this streaming app is just zooming in and out is such a pain in the butt, and the keyboard keeps popping up. Oh, there we go. Zooming out again. Okay, good. 600,000. That's $6,000 a month. That must be a pretty big apartment, though. I'm guessing it's over 100 square meters for that price, right? To buy, okay, starts at 64 million yen to buy. But that's probably just a small one-room apartment then. I love how you people really looked it up so quickly. Oh, it's actually started to rain now. So here's where we are right now. So actually I plan to take you here sometime. This is Hamarikyu, which is a really nice big Japanese garden park. I really love that place, super nice. Sometimes I do photo shoots there, so I'll probably stream from there sometime. So we are in, I guess this is also, this is not Minato-ku, or is it? Yeah, maybe it is Minato-ku, all of this. But yeah, here you see the train lines. This is like the main train lines with the Shinkansen and everything. Also Yamanote line runs here. Minato-ku, and then we have like Tokyo Tower, probably somewhere up there. And I guess I'll be heading to Shimbashi. Let's see how far it is there. I was correct with the apartment size. I know. I'm kind of a geek when it comes to the housing situation in Tokyo. I find it really interesting to study those things. So yeah, Shimbashi directions. If I'm walking back to Shimbashi station, I mean, I might as well just stream until I get there, right? It's just a 10-minute walk, so let's do that. Let's walk to Shimbashi, and then I will end the stream when we get there. But yeah, what I was saying was that for those of you who are new to the channel, you might be interested in knowing that I have a Patreon page. So if you really enjoyed this and want to kind of connect with me a little bit closer, then consider joining me there. By doing so, you will get access to members only streams where I am a little bit more personal and, you know, show my face and tell you more about what I'm up to. You can also join my postcard club. So I work as a photographer here in Tokyo, and basically the postcards are prints of my photos that will get sent to you every month. So if you would enjoy that and think that I deserve a little bit of your love, then yeah, you'll find the information at the link in the video description as always, and if not, that's totally fine as well. If you want to help me in ways that doesn't mean opening your wallet, you can just press the like, or like write a comment or interact with me more, because all those things helps the Google YouTube algorithm, which is the most powerful entity in the world, probably more powerful than God. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can help me, or just don't. Just keep watching my streams. That's fine too. Oh, thank you, Fungus. You just signed up for my Patreon. That's very nice of you. I appreciate it. Yurika Mome. ありがとうございました。失礼しました。ありがとうございます。Love your streams. Yamanote-san. Do you have an Instagram account? Yes. It's also linked in the video description. Yes, Google is more powerful than Dentsu. Yeah, for sure. So again, super quiet areas. There's like no people here at all. But I mean, this is pretty weird part of Tokyo. Like, I never come here. I guess it is mostly residential. Even this massive building is, yeah, this is apartments as well, I think. So it is a residential part of Tokyo, but it's like, I don't know, there's nothing here. I don't think I would want to live here, to be honest. Oh, but maybe it's like close to this weird Italian plaza. Okay, here's Mitsui Garden Hotel, which is quite famous. People often stay there. I mean, it's convenient. It's very central. You have like Ginza within walking distance and whatnot. But I don't know. It feels a bit soulless to me. Next time, take a walk in Yoshiwara. Not sure if I wanna film around there. That could get me into trouble. Hey son, I guess 5 dislikes go to ASMR time. Do I have 4 dislikes? But I always get like a few dislikes before the video starts. I think it's like people clicking, like they get notified about the video and click it, and then they're like, that's the kind of patience people have these days. That's the world we live in now. When I was young, I happily waited for like half an hour in front of the TV just for my favorite show to start. But now it's like people have to wait 5 minutes for a YouTube stream to get pissed off. Yeah, this area is a bit, I've been here, it is quite weird, but it looks like a lot of it is under construction now. But basically this block looked like it was kind of heavily inspired by Italia. Italy. Italia. もともとビジネス街からですね。休日人が少ないです。そうですね。でもなんかマンションも多いですね、この辺。なんか例えばこの建物とか、ここ人が住んでるでしょ。あとはそこのマンションもちょっとなんか不思議な雰囲気。難しいな。Only half an hour? Maybe even longer. I mean, I could wait an entire week for my favorite show, but maybe not sitting in front of the TV for the entire time. I think you're in Tokyo's Little Italy. Yeah, probably. Please film around new Shimbashi building sometimes. Okay. I will try to make that happen, because that request came from another one of my loyal Patreon supporters, and I always try to do what they ask me to do, as long as it's within reason. Onigiri wa dochi ga suki desu ka? Shio toka tuna mayo. なんかわかめか昆布のおにぎりも好きです。ツナマヨはちょっとジャンクすぎる。That's the Toranomon Hills in the distance, which is a relatively new high-rise building. Okay, I'm getting tired, I guess. We've been streaming for a long time today, haven't we? 2 hours. そうね。Christmas lights. So, there's a mirror here. So let me show you the cute ears on my streaming setup. Let's see. Can we see this? Can we? Can you guys see the fluffy ears on my phone? Let's see if it wants to focus. Doesn't seem like it, but yeah, this is like wind muffs on the phone. I don't know if you could see it. Ear reveal. Well, we didn't get 700. I was actually thinking about ear reveal when I was trying to figure out which body part to reveal if we hit 700, but we never did, so yeah, guess that has to wait a little bit longer. Right? Those furry ears. Pretty cute. Väntade på TV framför Bamse. Bamse? Jag vet inte om jag tittar så mycket på Bamse på TV. Men andra barnprogram. Det var en jättebra faktiskt japanskt barnprogram som gick på svensk TV, som handlade om hur saker och ting fungerade inuti kroppen, med så här röda och vita blodkroppar som fightades mot varandra och så. Det var väldigt bra. Jag tror att det faktiskt var en av många orsaker till att jag började bli lite nyfiken på Japan när jag var liten. Och att en av anledningarna till att jag kanske bor här nu. Okay. Måste kolla kart. I need to check the map. Oh wow. Now my brain is even starting to mess up the languages, so I started talking Swedish to you. But I think yeah, Shimbashi is close to here. So perfect. I know where I am now. So that's the Toranomon Hills over there.カップラーメン食べたりしますか？カップラーメンはあまり食べない。ジャンクフードあまり好きじゃない。En sällsam historia, ja, så hette det ja. Det tyckte jag var jättebra när jag var liten. Which place do you prefer to grow your children? Though I prefer not. I know you prefer not in Japan. Yeah, I think we will probably move back to somewhere in Scandinavia within the coming 2 or 3 years. For various reasons, but the fact that we have a baby is one of the reasons. It's raining hard in Shibuya now. Okay, I might come here soon then. Still no rain around here. There was like a light drizzle a while ago, but Stockholm Explorer, yeah. What language did you just speak? That was Swedish. Sorry, I have a few Swedish people watching, so yeah. I just wanted to make them feel a little bit special. Did you meet your wife in Sweden or in Japan? We met in Japan. So this is Shimbashi, known as Salaryman Paradise. There's a few shady establishments around here, so I need to be a little bit careful in which direction I point my phone. There's lots of izakaya and restaurants around here. I kind of like the vibe around here. I don't come very often these days, but a few years ago I was kind of having a office space relatively nearby. And I had a friend who was working around here, so we often met for drinks and dinner in this neighborhood. It's a lot of fun. This channel will die. I don't think so. I'm really enjoying YouTube, and even if I move, I will probably try to figure out a way that I can keep on doing it. And I have lots of ideas on content that I can make from Scandinavia. So I'm pretty sure. This channel will probably, in its current form, will probably not be around forever. But there will be something new to replace it if it ever goes away. Yes, the new Shimbashi building. Whenever a building is called new something, then you know that it's very old. I think it was popular like in the 60s, 50s and 60s to name things new something. Lots of shady establishments in here too. Like on one floor there's all these like massage parlors which are very dodgy. I ended up like I heard that there was like some retro game center in here, so I did a bit of exploration, and then suddenly there was like a bunch of Chinese ladies coming up and asking if I wanted a massage. So yeah, that was quite interesting. Toshiko Shimamura. Arigato. Thanks for watching. You always comment on my videos. Hello, is your stream 4K? No, there's no way to do mobile live streaming in 4K. The technology isn't there yet, unless you're like a TV station with dedicated broadcasts, satellites, or like connection opportunities. I heard from a friend. So here's JR Shimbashi station. I'll be taking Ginza line around the corner. And this is the famous steam locomotive, which is actually has named this plaza. It's called SL Plaza, and SL stands for steam locomotive. And here's another view of the new Shimbashi building. Okay folks, thank you so much for watching. I might come back and also do a stream around Shimbashi at night, but then I should come on a weekday when it's more lively, because this area is pretty awesome. But for now, it's been a long 2 hours and 12 minute stream. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope to see as many as possible of you tomorrow again. I'll probably do kind of daytime stream, 11 or 12 a.m. Japan time, but it's not set in stone, and it also depends a bit on the weather. But as soon as I know, I will post on the community page and to my Patreons. And yeah, with that being said, let's wrap things up for now. Thanks, and bye bye.